What up guys, JZNES back here with the September 2017 Backlog Update, the monthly roundup, and we're going to be taking a look at what I actually finished here, what I've added to my backlog, and what I have kind of unlocked to do next. So, yeah, so let's start out with what I finished. This month I finished Dragon Quest Heroes here. Great game, you know, kind of a hack and slash thing. I did a full review on this. Really encourage you to go check that out. It turned out pretty well. Very proud of that. It's a really great game. I give it a high rating in the thing. Very good for fans of the Dragon Quest series. So happy to have that off the list. Great game. Highly recommend it. Next, Luigi's Mansion. Finish this, beat this. Review coming in the future here. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion, just one I've had on my backlog for a long time now. My friend Mayab gave this to me a long time ago, so I don't know, I just really wanted to play it. I found it was a really great game, and we'll review that in the future, talk about it then, so I don't want to give away too much, but finish that. That's off the backlog. So there's 2 games, and then I've added a few games to my backlog here because I have no self-control. So first of all, actually this, which is Super Mario like Land 2, the Super Coin thing, you know, the second Super Mario Land game. Now this is one that I didn't add. I actually had this game. It was just not in my last backlog video because I forgot about it or just didn't have it on hand or something. So that's a +1 there. We got Harry Potter and the fucking Wizard here. No, I'm just kidding. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone here for the GameCube, which is actually pretty uncommon for the GameCube. It's kind of more rare for that system. My copy's not in the best of shape, but the disc works just fine. So really have been enjoying this. I've been playing this a lot. Actually, this is one of the games that are up and coming that I'll be playing for next month and finishing by then, since I'm almost done with it anyway. But yeah, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I basically picked this up because it is a little bit more uncommon, and also the second game, Chamber of Secrets, is actually a pretty good hidden gem for the GameCube there. And the third game is just like kind of okay, but I figured this one would be more in line with Chamber of Secrets, and so far it's actually had the same engine and build of the Chamber of Secrets games. So that's kind of interesting. It's a pretty good game so far. I kind of recommend it so far, especially for fans of the series. I'll probably review that later once I finish it, but there's a +1 to the backlog. We got Rogue Leader, which is Rogue Squadron 2 here. I haven't unlocked this yet because I have to finish Rogue Squadron. That's on the backlog. But this now gets added to the backlog as a kind of locked game behind another game, sort of thing. So, and then speaking of that, we've got Yooka-Laylee here, which technically I don't have to finish the other 2 Banjo-Kazooie games to finish this, or just Banjo-Tooie really, because that's the one I have to finish. But I kind of want to see how it progresses. It's kind of the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. And it's kind of where Rare put in a lot of their love for that series, since they pretty much lost the rights. The ex-Rare members basically did. People who aren't still working at Rare. But yeah, I've heard it's kind of bad. I don't care. I'm going to give it a chance anyway. You know, I think this more so than Mighty No. 9 is actually going to be a pretty good game, because I've heard some good things about it. So excited for that. Looking forward to that. Got to beat Banjo-Tooie first. That one's locked behind that. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne here. I've heard this is a pretty good game. I'm not really into the rest of the Shin Megami Tensei games outside the Persona series, but I've always really wanted to get into more of them. And I hear this is a really good good point to jump off into that. So another Atlas RPG there, you know, another Shin Megami Tensei sort of in that Persona kind of, you know, similar gameplay and whatnot. So looking forward to that. Picked that up for like $8, so I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good deal. So there you go. That's added to the backlog. Got that there. And then a game that my brother gave me, just randomly, Prototype. My friend John speaks very highly of this, so I'm looking forward to getting into that. It's sort of like an open world thing for what I know, and yeah, Prototype. There's another one. So I added a few games. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, technically 6 because of this. 6 games I added, but I've almost got Harry Potter done, so basically that's almost a non. So it's about 5 games I've added. Let's talk about games that I've kind of unlocked now that I can play. Since I beat Luigi's Mansion, we have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon here that I can now play. I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I'm just saying it's kind of unlocked for me to play that. So that's kind of a +1 to the backlog as well. Not that it wasn't already on the backlog, but and then actually a big event has happened this month. I don't know how well you can see that, but I finally got my next shiny for Pokemon. My intention, if you've watched some of the Mother videos, and I think some of the Pokemon videos actually, I talked about it too. My intention is to get a full team of shinies, like 6 shinies. I'm already at, this is shiny number 4. I have, let's see, Noibat and Maractus and Vulpix, and now I have shiny Chinchou. And my next one's shiny Miltank, and then I'm going to go for shiny Trapinch, so I can get Flagon. But, yeah, my intention is to get a full shiny team so I can unlock this, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because I'm going to go into this game with a full shiny team and just basically use those to plot through this game so I can finally get Deoxys and finish my Pokédex pre-Sun and Moon. And then I can start Sun and Moon. So that'll unlock a whole lot of things once, it's a cycle. But anyway, so there's that. That's a big event there. And then I'm going to definitely be playing a little bit here of Dragon Quest VIII. I have a big trip coming up. I'm going to be spending multiple hours on a plane to get to Portland, to go to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. So, yeah, that'll be fun, and I'll get a lot of NES games from that, and I'll make a video about that later on. But I'm basically to be playing this on the way there. I figured this would be an opportune time to open up one of my favorite RPGs and finally, play the remake or whatnot. So, gonna be playing a little bit of that on there. And then another game that I got kind of interested in, again, Parasite Eve. I'm gonna add that to games I'll probably play this month. Not necessarily beat this month, but just try to beat this month, that kind of thing. And then also, like I said, Harry Potter is another one. And then also, I mentioned it in the Dragon Quest video, but Dragon Quest Monsters here, I'd like to finish and beat if I can. It's going to be a little bit tricky to do that one. It's a pretty grindy game, but this is kind of going to be my comfort food game for a while, just when I'm not feeling like maybe hatching eggs on Pokemon or something, just grinding levels on this. So adding that, hopefully I'll finish that by the end of the month, so there's a few games there. And then another one that I've actually started with my brother, which is The Evil Within. No plans to finish that this month. I mean, we only hang out like once every week, so I would assume that it's going to take us a little bit longer than that and whatnot. So, but I've started this. Playing this is kind of within the immediate, I'm playing this now kind of thing. So, so that Evil Within, that's pretty good so far. Basically, that's it. And yeah, so I just want to give one tip because I did a whole tips video, and that was kind of meant to lead into the format of this, where at the end of each of these videos, I'm going to give a tip on how to complete your backlog better, faster, more efficiently. I don't know, something like that. This tip this week is to, like with Evil Within here, play games that other people, you and somebody else need to play, that you can kind of play together. Maybe it's not even a co-op game like this, or maybe it is a co-op game like, for example, in my situation, like Umbrella Chronicles, Resident Evil there, I could play with somebody, or, something else like that, where it's a co-op game. But my tip is to, tip number 11 there, is to play a game with a friend so you can both get it off your backlog, and you'll have good times and it'll be fun. So, anyways guys, this has been JZNES giving you a little update on my backlog here, and thanks for watching, and stick around for more reviews and underrated games, and I'll see you in the next one.